Joining me now is Bulldog punter Brett Thorson. Brett, how's the knee doing, man?
Yeah, doing good. Doing good. Starting to feel like myself again and looking forward to hitting the rest of the season feeling healthy. So,
Hey, man, I've been looking forward to asking you about the 2023 season. I want to go back and, it was a special year for you and special teams. You had zero punt return yards in the 2023 season. I just find that phenomenal. How does something like that happen?
yeah, definitely something very proud of. Obviously, I can't take all the credit. There's a lot that goes into that. We had,
Right.
I think, the best punt missiles in the country. Obviously, had Aaron and Dom out there that took that job extremely serious and were elite at it. You then have the coaching, obviously getting us in a game plan that allows us to kind of get enough people out there to go cover whatever is punted, the protection, and then the rest of the team out there. So a lot goes into that, and definitely not just me, but it's definitely something that I'm extremely proud to be participating in. And a record, the no punt return attempts, we think is a record. We don't know how
Gotta
it
be.
is, but yeah, we think the no attempts is definitely a record, and hopefully we can hold that one for a while.
Brett, I think some of these fans think you just get out there, most punters, and you just try to, boom it as far as you can. But there's a lot more to it than that, right? Talk about trying to get that ball inside the 20-yard line where they can't return it, and you're pinning this opponent back.
Yeah, there's definitely an aspect of field position that we don't get to control where we're punting from. I think if you got to choose that every time, you'd go about the 30, 35-yard line and let it fly and kick it as far as you can and hopefully land it inside the 20. But once you start getting closer to around that 50-yard line, it definitely changes a lot of angles and a lot of things you're trying to do with that punt. The closer you are, if you're on that -40, obviously you're changing the ball and you're kicking it a bit differently with a different bounce and getting the missiles down there to hopefully down it. And again, from the 40 to the 50 is a different kick. If you're from the 40, you got to pop it up a bit more, give it a bit more of a soft bounce. As for the further back you are, you almost got to lower it a little and try and get that bounce forward. That's definitely an aspect. And then once you're behind the 50 to the -40, you're changing the ball again to a spiral. But again, you're not kicking that thing 100%. You're actually trying to get it up a bit higher, drop the distance back, get more hang time, try and draw in a fair catch. And I'll probably bore you with the punting details, but that's some of the things we come up against and some of the things we have to think about when we go out there to punt.
I was so impressed reading these preseason college football magazines this year when I saw that they had yourself as recognized as one of the top punters in the country. You had our place kicker, one of the top place kickers in the country. You got Zach Branch getting a lot of love for his return skills, and even mention the snapper. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Was that one of the things that attracted you to Georgia? Was their commitment to the special teams play?
Yeah, definitely. I got really lucky having this school reach out. In pro kick, you don't really get a choice and you don't really weigh a bunch of offers. You kind of take first come, first serve, and I've obviously been very lucky that it was Georgia. And then looking into the history of Georgia specialists, some of the elite talent they've had here, and then some of the elite talent that I'm around in my time here has been awesome. And it's something that I'm super thankful for because I think it helps all of us. We know that's the standard in our special teams room. Having Zach come in is awesome. This adds another one and shows the importance of special teams here at Georgia.
Take us back. When did you fall in love with punting the football and the game of football itself?
Well, my brother was always a big American football fan. So that was when I first started watching it. And then at about 2020, I pretty much come across this program that teaches you how to punt American football. So getting in that program and getting involved in punting, you watch college football every day is, I guess, lessons to learn about American football. Was definitely where I fell in love with it because in a way it's kind of like golf in punting. You can that satisfaction of hitting that like perfect shot, it makes you want to do it over and over again. So by no means are you very close to doing it over and over again when we first start, and you kind of get addicted to the process and getting better and really challenging yourself to get ready to eventually come over here. And then once you get over here, you see how important American football is to everyone here, and it just further expands your love for the game and your appreciation for it. So I guess 2020 is probably the right answer there.
Yeah, the atmosphere here in the Deep South at all of these venues are tremendous. You got to feel and touch it up in Knoxville, Tennessee, and you're going to feel it again this Saturday night as these Bulldog fans pack into Sanford Stadium in this big showdown game with Alabama. Part of the fun of being right in the mix, right, and playing in front of these big crowds?
Yeah, and it's one of the benefits of being in the SEC. We're spoiled here, and I think I look around. Obviously, every second week I get to play in front of 90,000 of the best fans in the world. So when you're not here, you get to go to 100,000 at Tennessee, 100,000 at Alabama, Texas. We get to go to Auburn coming up. So just extremely lucky to be put in those positions and witness those types of atmospheres, and definitely thankful to be at the SEC.
You know, as I interact with these former Georgia players and, you know, the Georgia fan base, I'll tell you, one of the things they really respect about you is your tackling ability. You're not afraid to stick your nose in there. Are they, you know, since the injury now, they telling you to maybe back off that a little bit?
Not quite. Coach Smart, obviously, I don't really think would ever put someone out there that wasn't ready to go. So,
right.
No, it was a criteria, and that was almost a kind of delaying criteria that we were back punting a bit earlier than expected, but adding that coverage, the changing direction, and that sort of stuff has definitely been an important part of rehab and something that was a criteria to tick off before being approved to get back out there.
Hey, is this team, you know, athletically, talent-wise, looks like it's one of the top teams in the country. You feeling really good this time in the season as you look around the locker room and see this team thinking that, hey, we could do something special this season?
Yeah, definitely. It's super exciting. I think there's a really good energy amongst the team. We're definitely really connected, and adding that fifth DNA trait of fire, passion, and energy, I think has been huge, because there's a good feeling around the group. And again, the longer the season goes, we're hopefully just going to add more confidence. That Tennessee game shows it. Gives us more belief that we can go into a hostile away atmosphere and pull through after being down most of the game. So it's definitely a good feeling amongst the group right now, but we know the job's not done, and we got a lot of work to do going forward. So we got heaps of improving to do as a team. And again, I think that's exciting that we know we have improving to do, and we're going to get there and really challenge it out.
Well, Brett, keep up the great work. Best of luck against Alabama, and we look forward to talking to you down the road, brother.